Hello, folks, and welcome back to Four Corners of the Galley movie review. And on this edition, what are we doing?
We're doing Thor Ragnarok, the last installment of the Thor series.
For the Thor trilogy, yeah. Yeah, basically. And on this one, you got director Taika Waititi.
Yeah, Taika Waititi, guys. I won't say the story behind that, but
I've been repeating it a few times. I want to make sure I got his name right because he did an absolute fabulous job with this movie. I can definitely say of the three entries in the Thor series, this is by far the best one.
Yeah, better than the first one and better than
the second one is probably one of the worst movies that MCU has made. Thor Dark World is just bad. It's just a bad story, badly done. The original Thor is really entertaining, directed by Kenneth Branagh. It's good. It's a good entry in an origin story. But this one really ups the ante on Thor. I mean, it basically just takes who Thor is and his powers and abilities and the fact that he is the god of thunder and the god of lightning, and it really shows it off. I mean, it's just beautifully done.
Yeah.
And Mr. Taiko's director style is just absolutely fantastic. I mean, he brings that awkward, perfect timing humor with Chris Hemsworth, and it is, from the start of the movie to the end, just fabulous humor. Fabulous humor. A real great treat. I mean, just a great movie overall.
Yeah. I would say even Taika is a character in the movie who is one of the best parts of the movie. He plays Krog, who's a rock being and warrior, revolutionary.
Yeah, who just has perfect timing at scenes and Doug and new Doug.
Yeah.
Just great.
There's a lot of great jokes. The action is superb. The villain, Helena, is really good as well. Marvel seems to be upping their villains, which is really good because beginning MCU, their villains were kind of eh. And I think after Ultron, they realized they needed better and better villains.
Well, all the villains wouldn't match the person, so like it was Ant-Man, you had Yellow Jacket, and then you had Iron Man and Warmonger. It was like the exact same thing. They realized they had to get a little different and unique. I mean, outside of Loki, who is the god of mischief, who comes up in this one also and is a part of this whole Thor thing. It really is This movie is really fast-paced. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. It doesn't dilly-dally. It really kicks right back off where Thor left off, where you're left with Thor. And it even connects all the movies. It connects Doctor Strange. If you've seen Doctor Strange, it gives you the end credit scene. And it brings Doctor Strange, and then it expands on the Doctor Strange scene, which is a fabulous scene. And then it really takes you basically to the edge. I mean, it takes you all the way to where we need to be. And there's a lot of secrets that they didn't divulge that we didn't see in the trailer that they did a real good job of covering up. Yeah. That were absolutely fabulous.
Trailer nowadays for both Marvel and for most movie studios are making it unreliable, really. Like, you don't know what... Like, this trailer in particular, this movie in particular, had its trailer really deceiving. And that's a good thing because there was a big shocks at the end of it. Yeah, we'll get into spoilers in a little while.
Yeah, but just really done well. Like it didn't give away a lot of the story, and it was a good job. I mean, just like Blade Runner stayed away from a lot of the big stuff.
Oh yeah, it was the trailers are more focused on the visual and hey, this is the second thing that's actually happening. This is like, hey, this is Thor. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be action packed. Let's go see it.
Let's talk about the Hulk. I mean, the Hulk's in this movie. Mark Ruffalo's in this movie. Yep. He's absolutely amazing. It does have that great buddy cop feel going back and forth.
A lot of great humor moments.
Yeah, they do a lot of callbacks to Age of Ultron, Avengers, a lot of callbacks to their own movies. So it's got a lot of great Marvel callbacks in it. Done really well. Great timing and humor. I mean, overall, it's an absolute fantastic movie. I mean, the movie is just beautifully done.
Some would consider it a top 5. I would see it as a top 5.
Yeah, it definitely is up there. I'd have to revisit them and rewatch it again. I need to see it a couple of more times to see where it is. But I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Outside of the humor, I thought the way that he did the action was just fantastic.
The opening action scene was fantastic.
That one, the way he brought in the multi-villains. You had Surtur in this, Scourge, Valkyrie.
The
Grandmaster. Jeff Goldblum kills it. Tessa Thompson kills it.
All the actors were superb.
Absolutely fantastic in this movie. I mean, they kill their parts. They're part of this huge group of Marvel characters, just beautifully done, and they really take care of Thor. Some of my favorite stuff is they kind of did like some 300 scenes where they did like those silhouettes or the action. I thought
you can beautiful. Pause it, take it, paint it, and it'll look beautiful.
It was just beautifully done. Beautifully done. You have any gripes about the movie?
Any gripes? Off the top of my head, no. I think the movie was well done. I think that the overall ending of it, not the final ending, but the like conclusion of the big battle, could have been a lot more better. That would be my very small gripe.
I liked his action style. I liked the way he did it. His kind of like coming at you one shot action. I thought that was different. I liked what I love about Marvel is they really bring in these unique directors. They let them bring their style in, and they let them be themselves. And this is all his movie. I wish we would have really got that Edgar Wright Ant-Man movie. That might have been so cool after seeing Baby Driver.
Yeah.
But I love what they give it. The Russo brothers have their style, and they really put it on them. You got Taiko's great style. You had Scott Derzik when he did Doctor Strange, his great style. Favreau's great. I mean, it's just beautifully done. It's just really beautifully done.
So what will be your overall score before we enter spoilers?
Yeah, well, we'll get to that in a second. My overall score for sure would be, I would give it a 4.5 out of 5.
4.5.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely fabulous. Of the 3 Marvel movies that have come out this year, out of Spider-Man Homecoming and Guardians of the Galaxy 2, this is actually my favorite.
That's your favorite?
It is my favorite. Hulk is absolutely hilarious. Basically, the Hulk has been the Hulk for 2 years, and he hasn't been Banner, so that's just great the way it plays. And he's kind of like baby talk Hulk. I thought he was just absolutely hilarious, and then the way they just play off each other. I love this movie. It was absolutely great. The awkward humor in every scene was fabulously done. That's what I give it.
I'm going to have to agree on you on that. 4.5 out of 5 is pretty good. It is a pretty good movie. Very, very small gripes you can make about it. Out of the 3 Marvel movies, all of them are great. I would say this is better than Guardians. I would not say this is... For me, it's better than Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man is still the best one out of 3. So but it comes really close. So the humor is amazing. The action is amazing. The acting is amazing. The cinematography is amazing. The villain is strong because you have a good movie. A good hero needs a good villain, so that's good.
And a female villain.
First female villain
in the
too.
MCU, which is really good.
Yeah.
Strong. Plus, I mean, we're really getting the culmination of a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So this is Thor's 3rd movie, so you don't really need to build the character, so you just already know him, and it just jumps right into it.
Yeah. So spoilers.
Yeah. So all right, folks, that's our stuff. If you don't want to see any more, please stop.
And play.
All right, and now the spoilers. So let's just start off with the biggest thing they kept. Well, first off, it really continues the story where it leaves off with Dark World.
Yeah. Thor, the realms are in chaos.
Yeah,
because Loki is in control.
Yeah, Loki is banished Odin to Earth, and Loki is disguised as Odin. And what I love about this movie is after Thor beats up Surtur and takes his helmet away and kicks his butt in great style, he comes back and it's like they don't even goof around with it. They just get right to it. And Loki reveals himself, obviously, as a god of mischief. And then they go on this great hunt, and then Odin dies. And it really just fast forwards so fast. I mean, they really don't just dwell on the Odin thing that fast, and then they just keep pushing.
Yeah. Another big thing that they kept that they hid in the trailer was the loss of an eye.
Yeah, that was huge for him. That, and then the big reveal before that Helen is his sister.
Yeah, and as soon in the first act, we realize that Odin tells Thor that she is his sister.
And then Helena goes and takes over Asgard and breaks down the thing and reveals the old thing that Odin was hiding because he was trying to keep all the peace. So it was just great, and that's the reason why she was able to destroy Mjolnir.
Yeah,
the hammer, because she's possessed it before.
She was the owner of the hammer.
Yeah.
That's why she had the power
to do it. Yeah, so that was great. And then of course, I mean, Thor losing an eye. First, he loses his hair, he loses his hammer, and then he loses his eye, looking like his father. They hid that. They even hid that in the Comic-Con Avengers trailer. I mean, they did a beautiful job.
They've been hiding that. That's probably the biggest thing they've been hiding.
Yeah. So the whole thing with Ragnarok is they had to have Ragnarok. They had to let Asgard be destroyed.
To destroy Helena. Because she was too powerful.
And she was getting her power from Asgard.
Yeah.
And then once Thor realizes, basically towards the end of the movie, that Asgard is not a place but the people, and he said the people, that's why you get that whole...
So, him, Loki, and the whole crew, and all the people of Asgard leave Asgard, and Helen is destroyed with it. Yeah, so Asgard, the place, is destroyed.
Is gone.
And then that leads into the end credit scene.
Yeah, which is probably one of the best end credit scenes, and it sets it up, and it's so mildly done
It's so small.
Small, but
it's so impactful.
It's the biggest thing. So what is it? It's
Loki and Thor talking, and then they notice a ship. What kind of ship? Jakari. What kind of?
Jakari ship.
Jakari ship.
From the first villains from the
Jakari. Thanos.
Yep.
This
is the Slave 2. It's Slave 2. Kevin Feige already announced it. This is Slave 2, the ship Slave 2, which is Thanos' ship. So this is Thanos' ship. So
this is Thanos' ship.
This might start the whole movie of Avengers 4. Or Avengers 3.
This is what I've been thinking. This is either going to lead directly, like the movie is going to start off with this, or Thor's ship being captured or whatever. It's just crazy. This is a direct lead-in.
Well, yeah, exactly.
This is the last movie that in the timeline. Because all Marvel movies are messing up the timeline.
Well, yeah, if you've seen the Comic-Con trailer, I don't know if you have, but since we're in the spoiler part, basically they show Loki with the Tesseract in his hand, on his knee, giving it to Thanos. So, at the end of Thor, basically they have that great scene where he walks by the Tesseract. We all believe he's got it. He grabbed it, of course, and before he put the Surtur's helmet into the eternal fire. And they also have that great scene where Helena knocks over the fake gauntlet.
Oh, yeah, there's a scene where she goes to the treasure room, and then she knocks over the gauntlet saying fake, walks past the Tesseract saying weak, walks by the Bifrost saying interesting, and then the Eternal Fire, she's like, ooh.
Yeah, so that was great. But yeah, so this should lead right into the big Avengers Infinity War. You do have Black Panther coming, I don't know where.
But that won't really affect it, maybe the end credit scene will do something.
The biggest thing is probably getting Bucky out of there and defrosting.
Yeah, that'll probably be the biggest scene. But this is the last movie in the correct time, because recently both Guardians and Spider-Man have been out of order.
Yeah, basically.
This is a final in-timeline movie for the timeline. So after this is Infinity War, and that will wrap up all the timelines. But then even Ant-Man and Wasp will be out of the timeline. So it's all... Right now it's all confusing, but when Spider-Man 2 comes out, the timeline should be correct.
Well, yeah, because after Infinity War and Avengers 4, which will be the end of the big phase, Phase 4 starts with whatever Spider-Man 2 is called.
Whatever Spider-Man 2 is called. But, it's a big end credit scene.
Yeah, it was great. And then you had the fun great one, Goldblum.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum coming out. Revolution, but it's a tie.
Yeah. All right. That's it, folks. We'd like to thank you for joining us. That was a lot.
Yeah.
Go see this movie. It's amazing.
Yep.
All right. So until next time, good night, Ted.
See you next time.